This man only wanted to buy a slave as a bodyguard, but unexpectedly, he identified a hero among the goods, and also a sage on the same level. The hero was half crippled and cursed. His level had even dropped from 95 to 15. As for the sage, she was still just a child. He hadn't developed yet. Being able to see others' status panels was his ability as an appraiser, but due to the favor of the supreme god, he could see far more than normal appraisers. Others would only see the hero as a level 15 knight, and the sage, being under 15, didn't even have a class yet, but he was different, so he bought both of them without hesitation. The werewolf was originally hostile toward him. After all, one was crippled, and the other was just a kid. He couldn't understand what the man wanted. The protagonist calmly said, "I just want to heal you." It turned out he had perfect healing magic. He could restore the werewolf's body, but his mana wasn't enough, so he needed to borrow the girl's power. As a future sage, her mana was ridiculously high. That was another reason he bought her. Because of the contract skill, he could share mana with others, and the girl was basically a walking mana battery. Since she and the werewolf had always relied on each other, the moment she heard there was a way to heal him, she agreed without hesitation. After drawing her mana, the protagonist finally had enough power to restore the werewolf's body. It didn't take long, and the werewolf, who had been hostile, now felt nothing but gratitude. Although the curse was still there, at least his body was whole again. But what he didn't know was that the protagonist not only knew about the curse, he could also remove it. Unfortunately, his level was too low. Otherwise, he could have restored the werewolf to his peak instantly. With his current strength, he could only barely break one layer of the seal. There were 8 layers in total. Who knew how long it would take to remove them all? Even so, to the werewolf, it felt like being reborn. He willingly performed a loyalty ritual, swearing to follow the protagonist to the death. Because of the contract skill, breaking the promise meant death. Even knowing that, the werewolf still agreed. After the contract was completed, the werewolf became one of them. So the protagonist told him about his special appraisal ability. He also mentioned the hidden danger in the girl. It turned out she had a skill called Divine Domain Surge. It was extremely powerful, but a human body couldn't handle it. Most holders of this skill ended up self-destructing. They called it a trial given by God, since anything related to magic was usually granted by the demon god. The werewolf's first reaction was to blame the demon god, but this time, the demon god refused to take the blame. He told the protagonist it was actually a mistake by the supreme god. Once a skill was given, even they couldn't fix it. However, in compensation, she gave the protagonist a magic book skill. It could effectively control the girl's mana growth, and since it ran automatically, there was no need to worry. After actually using the magic book, the protagonist understood why it could run on its own, because the skill itself was a living being, basically like a normal pet cat, and it made people want to pet it.